Today we're exploring the extreme life in Yakutia villages where temperatures plunge to minus 73 degrees Celsius. Imagine surviving freezing days in a world frozen in time. Stick around as we reveal absolutely incredible survival secrets and witness how people thrive in one of Earth's wildest ice-cold places right now. In the remote expanses of Yakutia, life follows a rhythm that is both harsh and mesmerizing. In one such village, nestled deep within the permafrost, residents have learned to adapt, thrive, and even find beauty amid the relentless winter. Their days begin long before sunrise, filled with tasks that, in more temperate climates, might seem mundane, but are essential for survival. At 7 a.m., as the weak light of dawn struggles to break through the frozen sky, community members rise to meet the day. The first duty in many households is to stoke the wood-burning stove, a critical source of warmth maintained continuously for 9 long months. Each log added to the fire is an act of defiance against the biting cold, and these wooden homes, built with care and steeped in tradition, stand as testaments to generations of ingenuity and perseverance. Water is equally precious in Yakutia, with temperatures so low that pipes freeze solid. Running water is a luxury. Villagers instead harvest water in its frozen form, ice collected from nearby rivers in mid-November when conditions are just right. This ice is carefully stored and later melted for drinking and cooking, making every drop a hard-won resource. By 7:40 a.m., households begin to stir as the youngest members are roused to face the day. Children in the village must brave the bitter cold on their way to school. In Yakutia, school attendance is a balancing act between the need for education and the perils of the elements. Youngsters venture out only if the temperature remains above minus 54 degrees Celsius. On days when the mercury hovers around minus 40 degrees Celsius, children bundled in multiple layers and insulated boots set off on their journey, their faces carefully shielded to prevent frostbite, a constant hazard when even minutes outside can lead to stinging pain and numbness. Despite these extreme conditions, daily life moves forward with steadfast determination. In small classrooms hosting around 8 students, subjects such as mathematics, literature, geography, history, and languages, including Russian, English, and the native Saka, are taught with an emphasis on steadfastness and self-reliance. Beyond academics, children acquire practical survival skills, learning from an environment where nature itself is a formidable teacher. After classes, which usually conclude by mid-afternoon, the children return to the village, often making brief stops at local snack shops where a simple treat like ice cream offers a welcome respite. In a community of roughly 800 residents, everyone knows one another, and the collective care for each other is as intrinsic to life as the daily struggle against the cold. For the adults, the day is filled with demanding work. Many engage in tasks that are both varied and essential. Some work as skilled craftsmen, producing traditional Yakut tools and implements renowned for their strength and intricate beauty. Artisans forge blades from locally sourced iron and set them in handles made of durable birchwood, a practice passed down through generations. In a land where survival depends on self-reliance, every family member learns the value of manual labour, whether chopping wood, repairing tools, or assisting in a family workshop where tradition meets necessity. The bitter winter extends its grip far beyond individual homes. In every household, large quantities of wood, often exceeding 60 cubic meters per season, are burned to stave off the deep chill that seeps in through even the smallest cracks. The construction of these homes is remarkable. Wooden structures built from Siberian larch are insulated with moss and even with snow. Villagers often paint their walls with a mixture of water and snow, forming a thin layer of ice that acts as an additional barrier against the frigid air. Such techniques help maintain indoor temperatures at a comfortable plus 25 degrees Celsius, even as the world outside resembles a frozen tundra. In more remote parts of the region, some settlements begin their day with similar extreme conditions. The first task at dawn is often to tend to a wood-burning stove that must be serviced at least 3 times daily. In these rural communities where temperatures can plunge dramatically, Practically, heating is not a luxury but a matter of life and death. Local teams manage community coal heating systems, a network that warms not only individual homes but also administrative buildings. Because the ground remains perennially frozen, pipelines are installed above ground and insulated meticulously to prevent freezing. Every day, responsible community members make short commutes to inspect these systems, ensuring that the flow of heat never falters. For even a slight lapse could prove disastrous. The challenges of life in Yakutia extend to every facet of existence, from building techniques to the management of essential services. In many family homes, modern wooden houses built from Siberian larch, every detail is designed to combat the extreme cold. These homes, covering around 150 square meters, are insulated with layers of oakum packed between the logs to keep out the bitter winter air. Yet, insulation remains an ongoing battle, as local wildlife sometimes disturbs these protective layers, necessitating regular repairs and occasional use of ice as a supplementary measure. Heating in these homes is often provided by government-supplied gas systems. The gas heaters are set to maintain a steady 60 degrees Celsius, ensuring that houses remain comfortably warm for the 9-month heating period from September through May. Inside, temperatures vary. Radiators blaze at around 60 degrees Celsius, while walls hold at about 20 degrees Celsius. Although floors tend to remain cool from contact with the frozen ground, ceilings often retain more warmth. Triple-glazed windows further protect the inhabitants, preserving a delicate balance between indoor comfort and the harsh exterior. This design reflects the dual needs of life in such an environment. While most of the house is heated, certain areas, like storage spaces for frozen foods, remain unheated, with refrigerators and freezers working alongside other systems to keep perishables at proper temperatures. Living in such an extreme environment also poses significant challenges for transportation and connectivity. Roads, often blanketed by thick layers of ice and snow, test the endurance of both vehicles and drivers. During winter, when rivers freeze solid, natural obstacles transform into passable roads, sometimes making travel faster and easier than in the summer, when thawing forces detours and reliance on ferries. For instance, a journey spanning nearly 1,000 kilometers from a regional center to one of the coldest villages can sometimes be completed in 15 to 16 hours by car if conditions are favorable and stops are minimized. Vehicles in Yakutia are specially adapted to withstand the relentless cold. Engines are kept running and cars are equipped with additional insulation to protect critical components. Double-glazed windows and heated garages are standard features, though if a vehicle is left idle too long, starting it can become nearly impossible. The dedication of drivers, who brave these conditions multiple times a day, reflects the extraordinary fortitude required to live in such isolation. Despite the severe conditions, life in Yakutia is marked by a strong sense of community. Neighbors support one another, and collective efforts are essential to overcoming the challenges posed by the environment. Tasks such as maintaining heating systems or harvesting ice for water are shared responsibilities. During the coldest days, every family relies on the accumulated wisdom passed down through generations to outwit nature's harshest tests. Traditional craftsmanship also plays a vital role. Local artisans continue to produce traditional Yakut tools and knives, preserving cultural heritage while reinforcing self-reliance. These handcrafted blades, forged from locally sourced iron and paired with sturdy birch handles, symbolize the enduring spirit and practical ingenuity indispensable in daily life. Preparation is essential to surviving Yakutia's brutal winters. Villagers plan each day meticulously, layering clothing and ensuring that every piece of equipment, from stoves to vehicles, is battle-ready against the elements. In a place where a drop of a few degrees is routine, residents have learned not only to endure but also to appreciate the stark beauty of their icy surroundings. A common saying in the region, "There is no bad weather, only our attitude towards it," perfectly captures the spirit of people who have adapted to one of the coldest regions on Earth. As dusk falls, the warmth inside homes becomes a refuge from the relentless cold. Families gather around radiators that hum steadily at 60 degrees Celsius, sharing stories of the day's challenges and small victories. In these moments, the tremendous effort required to maintain warmth is acknowledged and celebrated as a collective triumph over nature's extremes. The daily lives of those in a Yakut village at minus 71 degrees Celsius stand as a testament to human ingenuity and determination. Every morning begins with the simple yet vital act of stoking a fire. Every journey, whether to school, work, or a neighbour's home, is a calculated venture into a frozen wilderness, and each night spent indoors is a hard-won victory against nature's might. The practical skills honed over generations, from insulating homes with traditional materials to maintaining complex heating systems, ensure that even in the harshest climates, life continues with comfort and dignity.